It's NBA action on EA Sports. Alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, these guys are ready to go.
And people at home can't see me right now, but I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs. This is going to be one fast-paced game. Let's get to it.
This booth is all stretched out. The players gearing up. Let's get ready for the opening tip. One by the Milwaukee Bucks. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
They get it down to Millsap. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Middleton to Bledsoe. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Jokic. For 3, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Driving right to the basket. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Jokic to Miles Bridges. Brook Lopez.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Miles Bridges. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Denver's got it. To Jokic. Missed a wide-open look. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 for 4. Good start.
Old school equals high percentage.
Murray with the basketball. Down 3. To Jokic. Layup score. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see you penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Shot from the lane won't go. Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
They'll work it down to Millsap. Shot from in close, no good. Bledsoe with the basketball. His team up by 1. Rises for the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Miles Bridges. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him. Giannis with it up top. Up by 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now 4 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Jokic. They get it down to Millsap. Whistle blows. Oh, his back goes to the basket. 5-second count. It's going the other way. Substitution being made in this one. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. To Jokic. Nikola Jokic. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Antetokounmpo. It was right there.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Nuggets with the basketball. To Millsap. Jokic. To Millsap. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Shot clock violation. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Has a chance. Giannis off the mark. Cashes in for two.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Bucks basketball to Matthews. Sizing up the defense. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Matthews. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Short jumper stays out. Bledsoe with it up top. Leads three. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
It's good, and one.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some hooks here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jamal Murray at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 89%. Free throw try, off the mark. Hill across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
Welcome to the league, young fella. But just because you got a bucket doesn't mean that you don't have to do your rookie chores after the game.
Nikola Jokic. He's 3 for 7.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Adetokunbo to Matthews. Fires the three, and Wesley Matthews does what he does best. Hits the three.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Murray with it. Now down 6. Down low Jokic.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And he knocks it down, Joe. Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo. To Jokic. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you got to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Adetokunbo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Why are you jumping, young fella? You know not to jump when I'm coming through. Damn, I don't know.
Martin into the front court. Down 4. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Matthews. The monster stuff.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
The shot by Murray, no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
The Bucks at the controls. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Murray into the front court. Trailing by 4. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I don't think I can do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. They go to Jokic, down low. Right time, right play.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial.
Jokic got blocked not once,
Here comes
twice.
some changes. To Jokic. Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Lopez. Matthews. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. To Antetokounmpo. And he finishes at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Jokic, and stuffs it home. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the game.
Antetokounmpo. Ah, rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Barton into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Jokic to Will Barton. Robin Lopez swats it. Got it. He'll let one fly from half court. After one, it's the visiting Bucks out in front. Jay back with more after this.
You're watching NBA on EA Sports.
to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They've played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Hill into the front court. Leads 4. To Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Adetokunbo can't connect. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. It goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Up 6. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go. Miles Bridges. Finish that. Hill across the timeline. Up by 6. Offensive rebound to Adetokunbo. Oh, nice find for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
It's a big finish.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Adetokunbo cruises inside for 2. Denver ball right now. Hill into the front court. His team on top by 8. George Hill. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
One can make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
Murray with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Will Barton. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Giannis with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. Hill to Adetokunbo. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Will Barton. Beyond the arc for 3. Good contest. Barton misses. To Matthews. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Barton into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Murray's shot won't fall. To Hill. Matthews. To Adetokunbo. Here's a chance from long range. The danger of the Greek freak. Giannis Adetokunbo, hand in his face, still knocks it down for 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Will Barton. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect. But pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Antetokounmpo down low to Mirotic. To Bledsoe. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Nothing going here on that drive. The shot by Murray, no good. And look out. Big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
The pass set it all up.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on a 3-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Missed it at the line. Barton to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. From long range, working hard on the glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Jokic to Miles Bridges. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Take stock of the floor. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe. And the rebound taken by Millsap. Martin into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Millsap. Oh, Millsap. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First try, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Jay, 46 wins, not good enough for Denver.
They could have been a playoff team if Paul Millsap didn't miss a huge chunk of the season. But I will say this about the Nuggets. They have the most underrated backcourt in the NBA when you think about Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. Both guards that can do it off the dribble and are both great leaders.
Millsap shot, no good. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
At the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% the line. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense to Jokic. Millsap. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
To Adetokunbo. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Jokic. To Millsap. And a 5-second back-to-the-basket violation is called. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Adetokunbo to Middleton. That's out. Last touch by Chris Middleton. Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. Miles Bridges. Surveys the floor. Jamal Murray. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Jokic to Millsap. And a nice finish at the rim.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Misses the second as well. Martin into the front court. Down by 15. To Millsap. Paul Millsap. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To George Hill. And count the basket inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nikola Mirotic snatching it out of the air. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. 4-3. Great athlete from Michigan State. Miles Bridges with the three.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To Bledsoe. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
To Millsap. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Gets to the basket and scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Paul Millsap, 4 out of 7. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks in command of this one.
Thanks, Ed.
The Bucks have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. The Nuggets were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Bench points.
The Denver Nuggets were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Adetokunbo most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
It's Denver's ball. Down low, Jokic. From the outside, no good. Bledsoe at the basketball. His team on top by 13. Lopez to Middleton. Baseline drive. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
To Jokic. From the painted area, won't go down. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Passed it off. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Gary Harris is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 80% at the line. First try at the line, no good. Second of 3 is good. Giannis with it up top. The lead is 15. Nikola Jokic with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
He's looking for that touch. Bucks basketball. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. And he'll head to the line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Giannis Adetokunbo, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Murray with it. His guys down big to Millsap. Paul Millsap with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Middleton. Bledsoe. Off the assist.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Jokic to Millsap. Miles Bridges. Here comes the screen. They'll work it down to Millsap. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Denver's got it. To Jokic. Probing the defense. The drive. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Almost. And he's not getting the call. Jokic to Millsap. Gets a look. Can't hit. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Bledsoe. Matthews. Not getting the bounce. Miles Bridges to Millsap. Gets it in the left corner. They get it down to Millsap. Able to convert inside. Giannis with it up top. His guy's up by 15. Screen coming. He gets it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Murray into the front court. Down a bundle. They'll work it down to Millsap. Bucks have the rebound. Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Middleton. Antetokounmpo. To Middleton. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Time for some new personnel into the game. To Miles Bridges. Short jumper off the mark. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys hold. Giannis for 2. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Brook Lopez sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Down low Plumlee. And the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Antetokounmpo to Matthews. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Bledsoe. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
has a chance and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Matthews to Antetokounmpo. Matthews not going down here. Nuggets with the basketball. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Middleton. Antetokounmpo. Nice pass to set things up. Shot from the lane won't go. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I can tell you what conversation he just had in his own head. I had him. I thought I had him.
Now a whistle. Now we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Giannis shoots, and he drains it.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promise.
Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D. Looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Easy path to the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs spit, and that's the game.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good.
We got this. Let's go. Substitutions. Milwaukee. Stepping in for Denver. Number 4, Paul Millsap.
Barton. They get it down to Millsap. Nice pass to set things up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Has a look. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Barton to Millsap. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Bucks at the controls. To Matthews. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe shot off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Down to Grant. Matthews with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
3 quarters complete. The Bucks in control so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Matthews. No good. That's great defense.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Here comes the screen. Miles Bridges.
Big kick right there.
Robin Lopez. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way. Jamal Murray has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. George Hill to Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Screen coming. Baseline drive. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Down to Grant. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Hill. And scores. Strong take.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Murray with the basketball. His guys down big. Nothing going here on that drive. Denver with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Just not going down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs are calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Has a chance. Not going down for him this time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Barton shot off the mark. To DiVincenzo. From the outside, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Layup goes down. Well done.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
For 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Will Barton. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Hill across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. DiVincenzo. Count the bucket for 2.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hill into the front court. He'll run the offense. To DiVincenzo. Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good off the mark. To Will Barton. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Short jumper stays out. Short jumper won't fall. DiVincenzo to Hill. Jumper's good.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Scores from the post.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
DiVincenzo to George Hill. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. George Hill looking good. 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Barton. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Lays it up and in.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Barton. Almost unlucky bounce. Hill across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Has a look. George Hill. He's now 5 for 6.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Nuggets have the possession. Won't go down. Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Knocked loose. And that one is out. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. The three, not easy.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
It goes down. Screen coming. Got it from the line. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. And throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Adetokunbo. Good. Off a spin.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Adetokunbo to Hill. Lets it fly from long range. No good. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Barton into the front court. Down a bundle. Gets a shot up off the mark. Deep three at the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. Okay.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
I guess I'm going to sleep in the car.
After a tight finish.
I guess I was going to give y'all a game too, but I guess that's going to be tomorrow. So if y'all enjoyed the Bucks versus Denver, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Josh, and I'm out.
Isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Nuggets just couldn't close this one out. While they did put together quite a highlight. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.